Now, how long was it after you guys landed that John Basilone was killed?
Well, as well as I can remember, I guess it's the first day.
Yeah, that's
because I had to go back and get some TNT, and the guy was with me. He had to get some napalm. He was a flamethrower, and we saw this group of guys over there, and a guy giving the last rites to someone. What's going on here? And this guy said, Basilone was just killed. And it was a sad moment for me because he, like all the other Marines, he was a hero to us all, And that was bad. And then I heard that Hall had been killed, and I cried again. I cried unashamedly, because they meant a lot to me, And I just found out where Hall was buried. He evidently didn't have a family, a wife or anything like that. And I couldn't find out where he was, where he'd been buried or anything. And this girl that found this thing for me, her name was Liberty Phillips. And I'd been trying for 20 years to find this guy, and what happened to him and everything. And I told her my problem. In 3 days, she had this magazine on the way. She found out through the computer, what it was all about, and I was amazed at that. And then she found out that Hall had been buried in, at first at Evo, they got so many dead that the hospital ships couldn't take them and so forth, so they had to do something with the bodies, so they began to bury them there. And they stayed there temporarily for several years and brought him back to the States. And he was buried no one claimed his body. He was buried here in Hawaii at the Punch Bowl, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go over there someday to visit his grave because possibility, I found a second cousin to him. He works with the Symphony Orchestra in Cincinnati, and he never met Ralph, but he just heard his second cousin, and he didn't know anything about kin folks or anything to him.